Hi, Cancer. Welcome back to my channel. Tis I, the one and only Archer with Archer Astrology. In Cancer, it's that time. It's time to take a look at you and your person and love energy surrounding you for the month of December 2022. We'll take a look at the one that you were thinking about when you clicked onto this video to join yours truly. Hi, how are you doing? Thank you. If you're new here, welcome. If you would like, share, comment, subscribe, I would totally appreciate that. And that way you would feel more connected to me and me connected to you. And this can resonate to any and all Cancer placements. We are FHA compliant at Archer Astrology, so we do not discriminate to any rock in the sky. We will read for anybody who wants to come and hang out. So we got a lot going on right now in the month of December. A lot of Sagittarius energy and a full moon happening in Gemini coming at the beginning of the month, a new moon in Capricorn, your opposing sign at the end of the month. There is also still a lot happening with Jupiter, more Sagittarius energy. Neptune, hello Pisces, give us our moon card back type thing. You hear Cancer saying that. In the backdrop there, along with, of course, a Mercury retrograde going to come at the end of the month while we get into Capricorn season and leave Sagittarius. You will have three cardinal points, three Aries points, where we have rocks and planets up there in the sky that transition into a cardinal point. A lot of Capricorn energy later this month. So you'll start feeling grounded and stable. Like the beginning of the month is more vulnerable, more anxious, more nervous, kind of like Cupid on crack with the Saggy energy and the Swordsy Gemini energy of the full moon. But then when everything transitions into Capricorn, you ground out, you stabilize more, and you feel more kind of like homey, comfortable, and a little more dreamy too. A little more intuition comes in as we go into January and the new year, and you kind of start to level up a bit. So it should be an interesting start to the month. It'll be a little nerve-wracking, a little uncomfortable for us. You've been through a lot, of course, but it'll get better. So what we will do is we will take a look at the past, where you've been, the present, where you are right now, where you're hanging out with yours truly, and then set your chariot's GPS for a potential future outcome. And of course, we will ask it as best as possible to avoid any Tower and Seven of Swords moments which may arise. Pardon me. We will use the tried, tested, taught deck for the base cards for you. And then we will use the Book of Shadows Tarot for your clarifiers. I am really starting to get into the artwork on the Book of Shadows Tarot. These two decks sync up and talk to each other really nicely. Check this out. I freaking love this, Cancer. It's good looking stuff. And it's really tuned into the modern times much more than like the Rider-Waite and the old decks. You know, Rider-Waite was fun. I used it a few times in past lives, you know. It was neat. All Rider-Waite could do was, you know, he did what he could. He wasn't always into like deep art stuff. He wasn't a Picasso or nothing like that. But who was, you know? So I love the artwork on this because it's much more modern. It shows two energies, two people coming together. It's really just a lot more in tune to the awakening of the collective right now, because there's a lot of people leveling up, hearing more messages, getting more intuition. And as a Cancer, you will feel it most of all, especially because your dominating planet is the closest to Earth. So it's the one that affects us as a human being the most of all, you know. So, I mean, the way the moon affects the tides of the oceans, and much like that affects a person. So you understand it and feel it more than any of the other signs. All right, so we are ready for December of 2022 for the one on Cancer's mind when Cancer clicked on this video. Here we go. All right, let's go, Cancer. We have decks to be rocked. Here we go. All right, Cancer, December 22. We won't even look at this one yet. That's the clarifiers, but it's ready. They're charged. They're synced. Let's do it. The bottom of the deck for your base cards is Gemini with the Lovers. I love the way the Lovers looks on this, and you got Cupid on crack up there, what I was talking about. Right here is your Sagittarius and Gemini connection coming out. A choice being made, much how Rider-Waite described this one as a choice. They weren't as much about the love back at that point, but it's showing you guys coming together in a union and in kind of harmony. Embracing the full moon energy, much like we were just talking about. All right, so let's take a look at the past here. Where you've been, we have the Fool. Wanting a new beginning. Okay, another, more of that Aries energy, more cardinal energy, showing forward momentum. We have the Three of Cups, nice, happy, and working with Spirit on this together. Ace of Pentacles and the Emperor in the Two of Cups. It's really nice with that Gemini energy at the bottom. You were very at a point that all you had wanted was a new beginning, Cancer. You wanted to manifest this happiness and plant a new seed, Ace of Pentacles, and very set in that point, very set in that place to manifest. Did you want this Two of Cups? You want this union, this connection. It might even be why you're here on this planet, on this lifetime, to achieve. When you clicked on Cancer as your sun sign and what you chose, or whatever placement this is resonating for, you know what I mean, when you clicked accept and came into this world with this Cancerian placement that you're here about. So you've been here to find that, and it takes time to manifest itself. You've reached out. This is talking about trying to manifest that happiness under this full moon energy, the full moon in Gemini. This whole deck is resonating it, and you've been through it where it's like you've done this before. We've tried this so many times, and it always seems to fall flat. It feels like spirit has forgotten you, and you're trying to manifest this all by yourself. And the Emperor stays very firm in that place. It takes a lot of strong will, Aries energy, to manage an entire empire through all the good and all the bad. So it's almost like that you're in a place of deja vu going on, Cancer, and you feel like you've done this before, or here we go again. I've been down this road once before. I don't want to do this again. I thought I was very specific when I said what I wanted for my Ace of Pentacles was to be Two of Cups. And then it just kind of got you more into your feels of manifesting that way. It's a grounded set of energy, you notice, with a lot of the greens and the ground. The blues are kind of set deeper and richer in the backdrop on these. So you have been coming in, even if you don't get it in the real world because of what you've been through, wanting to manifest this happy new beginning. Because every time you've been in past relationships, Cancer, it always seems to fall flat on its face, and you wind up on the one side of a one-way street doing all the work and all the effort to put into it. You're the one that always plants the Ace of Pentacles. You're the one that always texts first, always makes a phone call, always does that. And you come to the point into that Emperor energy of the Burger King kind of wanting it all his way, and knowing that, and just staying true in the position, because you have to be very firm and strict and direct when you want this Two of Cups energy, that it's the way you want it. And sometimes you get to that point where you feel like spirit kind of mocks you about it, or like they don't remember, they forget about you for some reason. And it's like, how could you forget about me? I'm I'm dominated by the moon. Our ruling planet is like right freaking here. Why? How can it happen like that? And it kind of it gets you into your feels where you want to manifest something new, and the choice is being made to put it forward out there. Because on the past you've been through so very much of it, that to try to do it again, you almost feel like it's nerves, it's skittishness, it's the emperor. The emperor has no clothes type thing, and you get very vulnerable, very up in your feels. Straight up Cancer energy. It shows very, very heavy Cancer energy, 2 and 3 of Cups. Then you've got double Aries coming in with the Fool and the Emperor, and then grounding it with this Taurian energy right off there, and your Swords comes in with Gemini. So even people you could be dealing with, Aries, Gemini, Taurus. But what it is that you are almost in a skittish place, because even if you haven't talked to your person about it, or they haven't talked to you about it, you guys have been through similar situations. 3 of Wands. And there's a lot of healing that's had to happen. And every time that you felt like you were at this Fool beginning and it would fall on its face, it was a form of divine timing, because the other person wasn't leveling up, and you keep jumping. And it's like you're so scared of starting again, but Spirit's giving you the inclination of the time's right. 3 of Wands. It's like time to get out of the bathrobe and get ready to go out and kind of manifest and put into your place. See, this is where your feels would come in. 5 of Cups. She's sitting at home on the couch. She's got that pizza in her hand. It's actually notes, love notes. It's like a crumpled up note. And look how distraught she is. And Spirit is trying to hold her hand. Just wanted to hold her hand and work her through it. But she's just so lost in herself and doing this work and reading. And it's much how you felt in the past, that you always wind up like you go out on a date, or your ex or your past relationship. For some reason, it always wound up you at home alone, just kind of wandering off into yourself and wondering, like, why does nobody think about me? Why does nobody reach out to me? Am I like the forgotten one? What causes this to happen? 6 of Pentacles. And it causes you to want to start taking stock in things and or like assessing who you value in your life and who you don't, and you start to make like risky decisions, or you want to go into your crab shell and shut down, instead of wanting to power through it. And it's just because of how many times you've been through it in the past, Cancer, and the hurts you've gone through, that Spirit's telling you that it's a lot to put through. 10 of Wands. It's carrying those wands around on your back, even late at night. Look at everything she's carrying, just trying to get in the door with her keys and the cell phone. Her purse is on her shoulder. There's groceries in her bag, and those lizards, those wands, those feelings, just those intuitive feels that you get. Carrying those wands on your back still, because you've had to go through it so many times. Remember when this cycle started, the North Node was in Cancer. It's a dominating source of the main powers of the energy. Then you couple that up with the Sagittarius energy that we're experiencing right now with the sun in Sagittarius. And it's that 10 of Wands energy to give you passion, motivation to try to set the backpack down and set the wands down to walk away from them, so that you can manifest this full new beginning and this 3 of Cups happiness. It's hard to plant a new seed if you've got all the stuff on your back. And carrying all that past relationship stuff and the past, the childhood stuff and the past life stuff going super deep back will put you into that point really quick. 8 of Wands, and this is Spirit telling you that look, you've been through a lot, and you think Spirit's forgotten about you, but no, there's communications. It's right there. In the past, you've tried to work it out, talk through it, and level up to another point. But this is showing that Spirit, it hasn't forgotten you. Spirit is always with you, next to you. They're like your imaginary friends when you're kids, and before you're just corrupted by the world, and you still see them. It's not so much that they're imaginary friends, as it's like your spirit guides, like who you have by you all the time. Not Bill, not Bill. He's a Gemini. He's a Gemini. But your spirit guides that come in and communicate to you like, we haven't forgotten about you. It's almost like saying that sometimes you get an answer, but the answer is no. Like a no answer is an answer. And you're so used to that. You're so used to, this is where the Emperor starts to dig in a little bit and hold their ground and hold their nerve, because you start to feel like people forget about you, or they just don't care. They don't want to talk. They don't want to reach out. And you're like, why does this always happen to me? 5 of Wands. That struggle to fight to get to that 6 of Wands victory that you want so much, that you've wanted so many times in the past. And every time you've wanted it, you have gotten almost to the point of saying, I don't want to say what I want to manifest because I know it won't happen. When I say it, it doesn't happen. It's almost like Spirit laughs at me and mocks me. And I always get denied that 6 of Wands victory. And it's not so much you were always denied it, Cancer, because it's like you were forgotten, or the bastard stepchild, or came from the broken home and nobody cares, and the foster family didn't love you that much, and you jump from house to house, and then you're in the one where the foster families weren't there, or the parents were too busy, and then everybody else comes around. It's not that sort of a type of a. It's like you just kept manifesting the wrong way to do it, and we want to if you want that 6 of Wands, you got to go in just a slight different direction for that 2 of Cups type of thing. And it's showing wanting to come to the end of that fight point. Whoa, jumpers. And come to that point for your 6 of Cups. So a 5 of Wands, Sag, Leo, Aries, into a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, 6 of Cups. That happiness that goes deep and goes way back. This happy family. Now look at here. Here the kids and the family, they're getting together. They're happy. They're enjoying that moment, and you dream and fantasize about this kind of a happiness. And Spirit's like, we've heard you. You've just been going in the wrong point to get it, and the one coming in is going to be much better. 9 of Pentacles. See, you're almost there, Cancer. You're almost there. Grounded, real 3D world happiness. Not 9 Cups, 9 Pentacles. And you're only 1 pentacle away, Cancer, from completion, from that 10 of Cups, the real happy life, happy wife setup type thing going on. So it's almost right there. You have been working through so much that Spirit has seen it and hasn't forgot about you. It's been a busy, energetic year. You've been through a lot in this year alone, Cancer. Just from like the Aries season on, it just would build up and add up so fast on you that it always, you wound up just hanging out by the fire, just kind of like, I'm just going to stay in my shell. It's a little bit much to handle right now. But no, you're here because you want love, because you seek love. So that's why you're hanging out. And you're here right now, getting ready to start the current energies with 2 Cups and 9 of Pentacles. The choice being made to proceed to happiness. So just by coming to that, because I have people that email me asking for readings, and they do like, Archer, I don't want to know about love. I just want like this, or I just want money, or da. And it's like, okay, no problem. But when you come to me in like a 2 of Cups, 9 of Pentacles style, going, I would really like grounded, stable, happy love, please. I'm a Cancer. It's what I'm here for. But just by wanting that means you get it. And it's like Spirit's saying that like right time, wrong person, wrong time type thing. It's more like they don't understand how to speak Cancer. Like I've been saying that this time around for December, we're going back to basics. We're going back to 101 and learning each other's love language so that two people can come together and merge two lives into one, because you both already have full 24-hour lives. It's not like there's blank space to fill in. So you got to merge that stuff together. And that's what we're talking about. So I mean, to learn to speak Cancer is actually indeed a very hard and tough love language to grasp. A lot of other signs do not get it. It takes a lot to take it in. And to kind of understand that at the same moment you go into your shell, or sometimes the ones you need it the most. And for Cancer to be really truly happy on that, they have to. It's why Cancer's symbol looks the way it is with the 69 yin yang thing going on, is because Cancers are a sign that needs reciprocated love. They like to be known that somebody was thinking about them, or that somebody missed them, that somebody wants to ride in their chariot. Other signs can go with days and weeks without talking, but Cancer starts to feel like, well, I didn't rank high enough. In today's world, we always have our cell phones nearby. You couldn't just say hi or something, or call, or send a silly emoji, or whatever, that type of a thing. So, and Spirit hears it, that they're not going to leave you in that place of lack. They just need you to get to the right person, right time type thing. And it could already even be somebody you met. It's the one on your mind, so you know who it is. But there are Two of Cups, Nine of Pentacles on the way to you. Spirit doesn't forget about you. They don't say no. It just kind of helps point you to the point to meet that person, or to get that person in the right point. So with all that whatnot in mind, let's take a look at the current energies for Cancer for December 2022. I appreciate you all for being here so much. Ooh, look what carries over, the Six of Cups. Talking about that happiness that you're manifesting, it's coming to fruition right now. And you do know very well, Cancers know best of all how to manifest during a full moon. There's a reason Cancer gave Pisces the moon card. It's because Cancer knew what the moon was all about and was like, no thanks, I'll take the car. Pisces can have the moon. We're good with that. And that's how you get this generational wealth, this deep past connection, and Six of Cups happiness coming out with the Tower. This does make sense, because remember, all tarot cards have good and bad meaning. It's how you choose to interpret them. They're not etched in stone. And this has both sides of that. That this past energy, all summed up in a Post-it note, is the Tower. You had to go through that 9/11 Tower moment, the sinking of the Titanic moment, to bring down the old walls. You wouldn't build like completely redo a house on a half wrecked up shell that should be condemned. You bulldoze it and start over. And yeah, on 9/11, the towers fell, and it was one of the most horrific, life-altering, world-changing events. But then out of it came the new tower in its place, which is not only just a monument, but it's a working, functioning monument. It stimulates the economy, builds growth. That's how you erect a square plumb on the level cornerstone for a new foundation, and that's what you're getting, a happy tower. So, I mean, you can have a tower can be busting a coffee cup on the floor all the way up to a train wreck when those two trains that left Denver and left Chicago meet in the middle. That type of a thing. Nine of Wands, Sagittarius energy comes in for strength. This is showing the coupling that a lot of energy around the full moon in Gemini focuses on Gemini and Taurus, and Cancer and Sagittarius. It's that strength, those Nine of Wands. You're still packing them up, but you're putting them down to you're building that huge Nine of Wands strength. Well, it's huge, Cancer. It's huge. It's Sagittarius. I've seen it. I've just recently finding out about it, but it's huge, right? And it's locking in that Seven of Wands protection energy, and kind of the passion that keeps you safe, or to motivate you forward to get where you want to go with it. So currently, right now, you're very, very Leo-driven, Sagittarius-driven, very motivated to get where you want to go, Two of Wands. And that's how Spirit starts to dish it out to both of you guys at the time's right. And you can look at it almost like the Willy Wonka free will card, and that, yeah, sure. Oh, you have free will. Yeah, Spirit didn't know you were going to do that. They didn't know. Wait, stop. Don't go down that road. Now, it's the Two of Wands where they kind of free will push you down that road. Your person sees you starting fresh, starting new, looking good, feeling proud. And they're like, whoa, I kind of want to get in on a little bit of that. That's a neat looking wall. Because Spirit looks at them with this Aries energy, Aries and Sag, boom, come in to like fire up this new beginning coming for you. So it directs them kind of in the right way with that Eight of Pentacles, showing right now that you're doing the work with that full moon energy to manifest it. The Bob Ross of Tarot comes in, getting all those pentacles lined up, painting happy little bushes. Remember, there's no mistakes. Bob Ross didn't make mistakes. He fixed them. So sure, you and your person may work together. This is that common 3D working on each thing together. You just kind of get along, understand each other, and it gives you that common thing. It's like, if you work together, you spend most of your time with those people, the people you work with, sometimes more than your own family. they become your family. So a lot of times things develop out of that because you get to know each other. Things progress in a slower, natural progression as the original fears are like all the stuff behind it. So it forces you to kind of take it slow and both people do the work to get to know each other. And then you start out from a friend's point into more of it. So this is showing that type of a thing. The Spirit's saying, look, this time we've heard you manifest this, Cancer, and if you kind of follow this track here, this free will track, that it'll take you down doing the right work in a 3D energy to get you that one last pinnacle you seek, that you have seeked so many times out and that you'd like to get again. Seven of Swords, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius comes in. It's a stronger Aquarius out of it, but that's showing how that when you do go up in your fields, you actually do try to keep it real and kind of push through it because of how tuned in Cancers are to the moon. It allows you that when that Gemini influence and Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius comes in with these seven swords, and they start just literally taking the sword, shoving it right into your head, and then it just, the bleed out stuff happens. That no, it's not really. It doesn't get that bad. That you kind of realize that, hey, whoa, I can work with this. I understand this. I know what the moon does. Let's talk it out. Let's just talk about it. And that if you don't get too locked up in that and kind of ride the lows out with the highs, it allows you to balance out to go forward to find it with Prince of Cups. So that's what brings us to an end there. And remember in the Taut deck that the Princess of Cups cloak kind of matches up to the motif of the Ace of Cups. That's because that little turtle she's delivering up there, much like back in the Greek mythology, and that the Greeks had looked at Cancer's constellation as a turtle, like a snapping turtle or a turtle up in the sky, not so much the crab as it's known today. That's into a whole nother realm of Greek. Then if you want to go Egyptian, Cancers were the scarab beetles, which is a whole nother thing, pushing the sun, motivating it. So, but staying more in this motif of delivering that, it's showing that the love that is coming your way, that Spirit is force feeding down into your person because they're really up in their feels about it, is that you guys go way back and they kind of miss you when you're not around, Cancer, because you like, even if they don't let you see it and they hide the Seven of Swords underneath the real world situations, it's like you kind of make them feel safe, and you're like their protector, you're their home, you're like their wish whenever they felt down in the past or even recently. If they feel down, even if they don't reach out, it's kind of like they want to. They just want that gift that Cancer has to love. And if they don't reach out, it's like that they didn't kind of get that point. And as they start to learn to speak Cancer more, that's when they start to connect more. And the Seven of Swords takes over and they work through the decision to come forward for you. Let's see. Okay, so clarifiers from the Tower and Strength. Aries, Sagittarius is here, Virgo's here, Taurus, Scorpio, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, you are, and more Gemini, more Libra, more Aquarius with the Queen of Swords. See, the energies for you guys are a meeting of the minds, coming together, signing the papers, and keeping everything that, okay, I'm good with this, you're good with that, and this is kind of that getting to know each other energy, so that you can find out what each other likes, and you learn to speak each other's language. Temperance, Sagittarius energy. And I love Temperance in this deck, Cancer, because this one has two people on it and they're actually having the wine together, and it's this like beautiful, just romantic, calm, balanced evening. It's healing together. It's not so much what everybody else says about doing the work and you fix yourself into that. It's kind of like, hey, we've all been through an awful lot, and I let's kind of work together, and we learn to speak each other's language, and we grow. And remember, when two people come together, Cancer, that's taking two people that already have existing lives, because you don't have blank spaces in the day. All 24 hours of your life have been filled up since the day you came into this world. Same with your person. So now you're going to take 48 hours and you're going to combine that into 24 hours. So there's a lot of stuff to consider and think about as you grow into this commitment and you grow up to this Princess of Cups, where the beginning happens, where the offer is made, and it's like, okay, so that's where you get, especially during the season. I literally said this is right now, and we're in Sagittarius season. And with the Cancer Sagittarius ties between the moon and Jupiter right now, that's like manifesting luck during these seasons, especially with the full moon in Gemini, which is Sagittarius's opposing sign. So it's a crisscross point that helps to lock down and anchor up. So, and on top of more Sag with the Nine of Wands too, showing that point. Clarifying into 10 of Swords. So see that Tower moment that we said all the past energy was, all the incompletes had to happen, because you get to that 10 of Swords point that you've worked through all the energies, you've passed all the tests, everything that may come up, may have arose, has already arose, and you've kind of worked through it. Sagittarius style, Archangel Michael. He is the only one that has the second set of keys to the chariot, Cancer. You know that. And that gives you the strength to make a decision to go forward. And this is showing that this time, it's the time. You might have met the person you're going to wind up with. You're going to wind up married to and have a very happy 10 of cups, 10 of pentacles life going on. So it's something that you've wanted this, you've dreamt about this. This is like your lucid dreaming, especially as Neptune starts to come in and the Pisces point starts to hit a little bit more. It's more lucid dreaming. You and your person connect on the astral planes, and your person starts thinking about you more. They start having dreams about you, kind of like they're at home and they're just doing work, or they're talking to their family, and it's like, cancer. And even if they don't say it out loud in their head, they hear cancer, and it's like, fudge, why am I thinking about that? Because they're thinking about this whole new thing that you guys dream about, and lucid dreaming, astral projection, a lot of that type of a thing. Very Abraham Hicks, and going into that direction. That the choice gets made Aries style, and you get pushed down that fork in the road to this new world of what you've wanted. King of Pentacles, Taurus energy, little Virgo, little Capricorn, and it's just showing that coming together in the meeting of the minds. The King of Pentacles is like, can sell ice to an Eskimo, and it's showing that you've pledged your case, you've passed all those past tests, and Spirit sees it and is ready to sign on the dotted line for you guys to do the work together and manifest into this Princess of Cups, which is the start of the future. It's not the whole end. Dude, life's got you got a whole thing to go with this when you guys come together into this. And there I've got the moon. Did I not just mention the Pisces influence showing up? And here comes Pisces, Cancer. They got your moon card, but you got their moon. And then it just keeps crossing back and forth. So a little more of the water and the dreaminess. This is what I was talking about. And this mermaid's manifesting right underneath that moon, just like you know how to do better than any other sign. And as that Neptune ties in, and the Jupiter-Neptune conjunction happens later, along with the Mars and that, you start to, like, the overindulging happens, and you start manifesting more as you go into those cardinal points, and then your energy as a Cancer starts to punch out even more that you want to get your point across, much more extroverted, much more positive. You reflected on the early anxiousness of the beginning of the month and what you guys have been through, and you're much more confident being like, I like you. Let's go. I just want to go, right? And it goes in that direction because here's new moon cycle here and your full moon right down here with this. So as that Pisces connection comes in, and Neptune joins up with the moon and Jupiter, and they start doing their thing, there you go with your Pisces Sag Cancer setup, where you start dreaming more into a deeper level. The Sag is the knowledge seeker, eternal quest for knowledge. Pisces is the intuitive dreamer, the dreaming side that you start to feel, and then the Cancer motivation that drives it straight ahead, chariot style, that can handle the full load of it, bringing it to the sun, to the happiness. You totally make them happy here with this Leo energy hitting. Dominant rock for Leo right there. And just that happiness of everything coming together. Look at that. That's like the good old fashioned, it's a good old courting style backyard barbecue in the summertime. You might have something very, like, it's the holiday season, and then, yeah, we're overindulging, buying extra food for the dinners and buying the extra presents for the family. And there's so many parties, and there's things to do, and there's a secret Santa. But for some reason, you're a Cancer. You know what the reason is why you love this stuff, because you like making other people happy. Cancer symbol, it's what you need, it's what you love. Other signs don't get it because none of the other signs have it. I mean, you've got the whole Cupid Aphrodite thing going on with Pisces, but they're fish, right? And they're quieter. You're much more extroverted. You know how I say that Cancer is the water signs Leo, and Leo is the fire signs Cancer. It's that conjunction that you are the more introverted happiness. You work from the inside to make everything happy, where Leo's more extroverted and the happiness comes out. So it crosses at that point that there's where you get your happy. And look what I have right there. Sun and moon. You guys are each other's yin and yang. And that's how you come to this Prince of Cups energy, because it's when you get to that point where you're just like, you know what? They think about you day and night. You think about them day and night. You guys blend together, and it just always feels right. So that's what starts this, like, you know what? I kind of like having you around in the daytime. Maybe we should hang out in the nighttime, or and you guys just kind of flow together into it. So it's a good positive start of this Queen of Swords energy coming together in that meeting of the minds, especially using the full moon in Gemini. So with that set, you know what you're going to set an intention. You know what you've got planned. You know that there is something coming. Your person is three of Pentacles, feeling this way. Those lonely nights. Paul McCartney, no more lonely nights. Sorry, Bill. He's a Gemini. So with all this in mind, let's program your chariot's GPS for destinations already known, because the funniest part is even before I woke up this morning to do all this, this deck already knew where we were going with it. Right now, we're sitting looking at a lot of fire, a lot of earth. Everybody's at the party. Heavy Sagittarius, got strong Leo, Taurus, Capricorn, Gemini, Aquarius, a lot of Aries, bro, a lot of Aries. That's like that fiery, passionate new beginning, and it's another cardinal point. So in Six of Cups right down, Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces are here. Dude, the whole gang's here, and that's because Cancer represents the home. It's the fourth sign in line, the fourth house placements. It's all about home. Who wouldn't love being with a Cancer or being around a Cancer, whether it's just family gathering for the holidays or at a work party or hanging out with friends? Cancer knows how to make people feel at home. What freaking, I told you Sag season. Sag does like to be like, hey, don't forget, hey, Sag. Jumper, more Sagittarius, more healing, and you guys possibly coming together, or you've got Sagittarius placements, that type of a thing, or you're dealing with a Sag, either way. When it jumps like that, it's like, don't forget about, it's like, don't forget about your healing. All right, so let's program. Where are we going? Let's program that future outcome for Cancer, December 2022. I appreciate you guys. You guys are friggin' awesome. Love it during my lives. I go live every Wednesday at 8 p.m. I love when you guys are there because Cancers just flood the chat with the crabs and it just bubbles me right up. It's so fun. I love it. All right. Pardon me. Energy for the potential future outcome is the Prince of Cups. You again? It's you again, Cancer? Oh my goodness. I remember that many times when young Archer was a baby, 4 years old, and his mom brought home his baby sister. Mama still tells a story about that being the first words out of young Archer's mouth. 4-year-old Archer looked at his baby sister and said, "You again?" Well, your person wants it to be you again. This is something you guys have been working on, or it's somebody from the past coming back. It's something where you guys come in together, and it's coming in more correct this time because the Prince of Cups has got this frickin' hawk that he's approaching in on right there, and he's got his lotus, even though it's upside down, he's keeping it aerodynamic in flight as he comes in because he's got the air chariot. It's like instead of the Batmobile chariot, this is like the Batarang chariot, or was that what that thing was called? The Bat plane thing? Ah. Oh my gosh, I'm so dorking myself right now. But anyways, the energy at the bottom of the deck is focusing on you. You are on your person's mind more as we go forward. And look how confident you look, Cancer. I mean, with Scorpio and Pisces backing you up in this to come in like that, you are not in that like the lower energy where you feel very unconfident, insecure. You come in much more confident, strong, and correct. I mean, look at this Prince coming in and approaching the way he is. He knows what he's doing. So you come across in a whole different way, especially if we're talking past person. This is like freaking Grease, Sandra D stuff. You come back and your past person's like, damn, wait, you have Cancer. You are not the Cancer I met before. This is crazy. And you're like, no, I'm not. No, I'm Jan Hugelbuck. I'm just filling in for Cancer. Sorry. Yeah. But they look at you in this much more way where they want to get to know you more and they want to keep going with this. 5 of Cups, disappointment right there. You guys have been through so much past stuff. This could be what slows them down because they see you so confident and feel like they can't approach it. And it's just those low points in life. It happens. You understand it more than anything because of how you respond to the moon, Cancer. It's much like the stock market that you have to have these low points. You guys will have times where they're quiet, or you are, especially as they learn how to speak Cancer and realize that, hey, Cancer kind of likes it. Look, you will never get a text message from a Cancer, from an awoke, really genuine Cancer saying, you're texting me too much. Please stop texting me so much. Why do you send such long texts? No. Cancers, all you really have to do is just like a hi. Cancers absolutely love good morning and good night. It doesn't have to have any content behind it. Cancer may not even reply back. They'll probably just put back good night to or good morning to. But more than any other sign, Cancer is like that. You can't text a Cancer too much. It's part of that sign. So, and when you go through that, you get to your 10 of Cups. You've programmed your chariot's GPS to go that way. This is completion. You now have, remember, right now where you're sitting at, right now you're in that 2 of Cups, 9 of Pentacles energy as we came into the present. And I told you, you're only 1 pentacle away from the completion, purple. There, you get your 10th pentacle where your person comes in. They are ready to give it a try. They realize Cancer is totally not what I expected. I think I can handle speaking Cancer. My last person didn't like me saying I love you or showing affection. Cancer actually totally likes me saying I love you and showing affection. Cancer wants me to be clingy. And what? Really? this is like 10 of Pentacles, everything I kind of want. Okay, I don't need the 5 of Cups. You guys, you take 2 negatives, make it a positive. You both come into this relationship as a 5 of Cups on each side. You go into your 10 of Pentacles side. This is the foundation is already poured for the garage in the house, and the white picket fence is already being installed, and y'all are on your way to adopt a puppy or a kitten, either way, because it's 10 of Pentacles. So you got the money to afford it, to make the decision. If you just want to both, you go for it. 6 of Swords. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius comes in, more Aquarius though, but it shows that you use the energy, especially moon energies, especially like a moon Aquarius type thing, or if you've got Aquarius placements or just straight up dealing with an Aquarius, that you guys learn how to speak love language. Aquarius is a love language right there. Holy mercy. But it's fun. And that's the thing, that you actually find that and you go, oh, it's fun. Your person learns how to speak your language. You learn how to speak their language, and you guys take those 48 hours and figure out how to freaking merge them into a 24-hour time span and coming together so that you can fight through it. 5 of Pentacles. You don't need to worry about it. Like I said, it's going to come up. Look at this. Here's the 10. Here's the 2 5s. Told you right there. One of you guys coming at the 5 of Cups. One of you guys come at this 5 of Pentacles. There will be bad days. There will be slow days. There'll be days your person needs you to just be a listener, and Cancers are a great listener. Cancers really don't want to like manipulate in the way like a negative Cancer video or an unawoke Cancer are going to manipulate the AF out of you, right? But unawoke Cancer actually does want to just sit and listen to you. We don't want to tell you what to do. We want to like help you through it, lend you an ear type thing. So the time is right and that door is open and your person's going to just walk through it type thing. That when that happens, that's what you guys realize, is that, okay, we might go 5 of Pentacles, 5 of Cups times. Let's 6 of Swords through it. And remember that, hey, we're still together. It's kind of like that, hey, I don't have to tell you I love you every day. You know I love you. I'm with you. If somebody gives themselves to you, that's like the greatest gift of all, right? And that's how you keep leveling up through it. 8 of Wands. More Sagittarius. Dude, you got heavy Sag, a lot of Taurus, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Aries, Leo. Anyways, dude, like I said, it's a Cancer reading. Everybody's here, and this is that communication. Keep your phone nearby, because like I was telling you, cross watchers, hi cross watchers, don't worry. You don't have to run. You're welcome here at Archer. We accept all cross watchers. I said we're FHA compliant. So cross watchers, like I was saying, you can communicate to Cancer, text them, call them, interact with them. Cancers love it. We're the mothers of the zodiac, and they love to feel needed, right? So in Cancer, keep your phone nearby, because don't do that stubbornness when your person reaches out and does send a text like a hey or good morning and be like, oh, and now you decided to, so F that, I just won't text back. No, this is when the doors of communication open. Spirit tells both you guys the time is right. Text back, answer the phone, talk, and come from that positive communication to manifest in what you're trying for with a Queen of Cups. That's what I was talking about. More of you shows up. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, heavy Cancer. You are definitely the focal point of this one's communication. Look at it. Heavy Sag and Cancer right there. The happy of the Leo. A lot of fire, a lot of wire, with just enough air and earth to balance this stuff out. All right, so let's clarify into this future, because you got a bomb future reading. You literally, what you were manifesting in the beginning is what your outcome is going to be, and you guys learning how to work together with this 6 of Swords, the science, to work through it. It's beautiful. All right, dude, Cancer knows how to drive a chariot. You guys made sure it didn't find any of that road construction, right? All right, let's see. I appreciate you all for being here. All right, clarifiers on this. Don't forget, I do go live every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern. Come and hang out for a live all signs. We just chill. We just rock it. Just me and you, and like everybody else. But that's what we do. All right, let's see. Clarifying on this, because it's a good outcome. I mean, it's showing that you using your Temperance energy, your Sagittarius energy, you learn how to drive the chariot much more stable, right? Dude, 2 of Cups, the clarifier. 2 of Cups, the current energy, where you're sitting right now, where you're sitting staring at your phone right now. Your future outcome is showing that what you are manifesting and the one you're thinking about, the one on your mind, is the one that is the driving general energy for the clarifiers. It's your everything that motivates you through it, your end all be all. Look at it. With the Knight of Cups, see that reflection, looking in the mirror, Pisces style, and Michael Jackson's Man in the Mirror. When the Pisces Neptune influences start hitting later this month, you'll start feeling it more. You guys will start having dreams about each other. You might start lucid dreaming, astral projecting, talking to each other, because you'll get more into it with the Lovers, with Gemini energy. Told you, here's some heavy Gemini coming in, that the time is right, and you guys start communicating it out that you want to start something together. Maybe this is even like moving in together, taking that next step, whatever point you and the one on your mind is at. It's making the choice to go forward into that next step and see where you can go, Ten of Pentacles style, with the Two of Wands. Literally told you my Willy Wonka card comes in, Cancer. Yeah, you got free will. Nope. Here's your Two of Wands and the current energy leading into this. All your energies from past, present are all filtering and pulling into the future. That the time is right for this Ten of Pentacles for heavy Aries, Leo, Sag coming in on this stuff right here. Seven of Swords. More Gemini comes in too, along with a little Libra and Aquarius on there. See, look at how they're all in a Seven Swords energy. Still, another connecting card from going into the future that you guys work together when these swords come in so that you can work through it, much like they're working with the fairies to write down these intentions, the manifestations, and set what you want to do. You guys start working together, Ten of Pentacles, realizing that it takes two to make one out of that. It's a 100% two-way street, and you finally get what you want with it. Seven of Cups. There's your 7-7 connection. Could be a July 7th Cancerian or something happened around July 7th. Either way, you guys are syncing. You're mirroring up. You're starting to match energies where you're starting to get each other and feel comfortable to that point that you're ready to make the decision. You don't have to decide which way to go at that point, but you make all the points. You're taking too long. Just ride the energy out. Don't focus on it. Let it happen in natural divine timing because you guys are starting to sync and mirror. It's coming together for an outcome, Four of Pentacles style, that shows getting so focused on your Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn placements, that grounded motivation, Capricorn style, that it'll get you guys to a point of manifesting abundance. You know, your Scrooge McDuck vault full of gold coins, generational wealth comes in. This is like you met the person you're going to marry. You're going to wind up being together. I know, right? That Two of Cups. I know. And as you go forward into it, you wind up with the Fool. Cancer, I'm done. Frickin' epic. The very first card we pull is the very last card we pull, Cancer. You have come full circle with your person. You and your person have passed every test. You were meant to find each other in this time, and you are meant to go forward and enjoy a new beginning together. This is a reading that comes full circle. The Fool to the Fool. The most bomb.com amazing reading. This rivals Sagittarius's reading last month. Epic, to show that we don't even have a glimpse, Cancer. We have the entire complete circle of life. The Fool to the Fool. You wanted it. Did I not tell you in the beginning that you wanted this? This is what you wanted to manifest, a new beginning. Look what you get. You get it. You get your new beginning. That Jupiter luck influence hits hard and strong. You are going to have the most beautiful holiday season. All right, Cancer. This one was excellent. I appreciate you all very much for being here. Love you guys very much. Let me know how it goes. Hit that like, the share, the comment, and subscribe. If you would like to, you may book a reading with me by emailing me at archerastrology@gmail.com. We will connect. We'll spill the tea, Boston Tea Party style. I am a little tight in the bookings up until the 19th of December, but email me and we will make it work. I love you guys very much, so we'll figure it out. All right, we'll keep it happening. All right, hang out, like, share, comment, subscribe, etc., and so forth. And remember, this will resonate with any single Cancer placement you have in your chart. So embrace that luck, that energy, and power through the moons, much like you know how to do, and you'll get there. All right, guys, share it. Yeah. Peace out. I'll see you.